Good evening. We have January 27, 2018. My name is Violetta. My son Leszek will be asking me questions, and as an answer, I will have visions.
Linda Fute asks, what is Melania's reaction to Trump's call girl affair?
She's growing.
David Hasselhoff.
She's angry. She is angry. And if she could shoot him, she will shoot him, but I have the feeling that she is ready for a fight. It's like punching. She is ready for fights.
Why didn't Melania go to Davos with Trump? That question's from Shar.
Because she will have to be obedient wife, and she is not doing that anymore. It was like too much for her. It's like horse who is doing something and doesn't want to do and putting the head down. She couldn't play the game anymore, and she stood up, and he knew she will be not a good camper. So who can blame her? I can't imagine to be in a situation like that.
Will Melania's and Donald's relationship end in divorce?
She's aiming for that. She's aiming for that. He doesn't want, but that's her aim. That's her target. She wants the divorce, and it will be the best time for her to divorce him if she wants to divorce him. Because she feels cheated not only for herself, but her son was cheated that time. He was not only cheating on her, he was cheating on that little baby who was 4 months old.
What was she doing instead of going to Davos? She went to
Mar-a-Lago.
To Mar-a-Lago. What did she do in Mar-a-Lago?
It's like spy, walking with the sniffing for something. It's like in the middle of the night, there is dark, and she's going with the lighter. So she's looking for something.
For forensic evidence?
Who knows? Maybe some documents. Maybe she went to the safe. The first thing it came to my mind, the Watergate affair, and that was when they were using those lights, and that's what I have the feeling, that she went there to look through some safes or whatever, if she has any access to that. That would be a good, because probably he is hiding some documents there.
Nettie J writes, with the White House pressuring an end to the Trump-Russia investigation, will Mueller have enough time to finish his investigation and find the evidence he is looking for?
He has some, but the scale is not ready for that. So he will go one way first, and then he will go another way. I think he will have 2 different points of view that he will be targeting. So he has some evidence, but not enough. The scale like the Lady of the Justice. So he wants to put on both weights something. I know it's supposed to be...
Well, there's collusion, and then there's the obstruction of justice.
Obstruction of justice, and there will be money laundering, I think, the other one.
I think that's part of the collusion, right?
The collusion is not apparently the crime. The money laundering will be the crime.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they don't go into collusion just to collude. They want to make some money. This is interesting. It's from Nikki Oldacker. And she wrote, China's space agency has admitted it lost contact with its massive Tiangong-1 space station, and it will soon come crashing to Earth. Their nearest estimates have it coming down between March 17th and late April of this year, along the latitudes where the majority of the people on Earth live.
Which is?
I forget exactly, but like...
Probably China is the majority of the people lives in the...
They don't really know exactly because they do 10-minute updates on their estimates, and right now it looks like it's landing in Ontario, right?
Oh.
But it keeps changing, right? Like last week it was in the States somewhere. And they're predicting Europe too, so I don't know.
So they are everywhere.
Everywhere. Because it's so large, it won't burn up before it makes impact. Anywhere from 2,000 to 8,000 pounds will survive. Where will the space station hit? On water or on land?
I hope in the mountain. Because I see a mountain.
Mountain.
So it will be on the land. But that's what I see, a mountain on one side going east. So on east side of some mountain, that's what I see.
Can you see what continents? What continent will it hit?
Probably in Africa somewhere.
Does Africa have mountains?
Oh yeah, Fuji, Kilimanjaro.
Oh shoot!
Not Fuji, Kilimanjaro. Yeah.
I should have known that. Tiangong-1 is a unique case because it contains large amounts of toxic chemicals.
What is that? What do you?
The space station, Tiangong-1. That's what it's called. And will these chemicals lead to any human casualties from the fallout?
Yeah, it will be like waves and waves of those. But the chemicals will be polluting the earth. So.
What do you mean waves of casualties? Or?
Waves of pollution. Because there will be some chemicals in the transported by the...
I could have told you that.
Yeah, but that's what I see.
But right, no casualties?
I don't see that, but...
Okay. Francios Binsolio asks, there is a lot of political nonsense taking place right now. Is this all part of an agenda to end our system of government?
They want to bite here, bite there, bite there, bite there. I don't know if they will destroy but they will take some bites on the government. Because everyone will be afraid to be bitten. So there will be some problems with governing, but no, they wouldn't destroy the government.
So this one's from PL 1951. Will the U.S. fall under martial law while Trump is still in office?
They will try it, but they can't. Americans are too rebellion. When I was in Poland, we had the martial law. I don't think people in America will go for it.
No.
We had a curfew at 8 o'clock, and even when we were taking you to emergency, we had to first phone them and tell them that we are going. So we had this on a...
Well, that's because Poland was an occupied country at that time. Like, their government was a puppet government.
the government took over and military took over and police took over.
It's
but
pretty
I
much
don't
a Russian
think Americans
government.
will let that happen.
Yeah.
No.
Lady Lotus writes, in the light of the very public and perhaps even performative breakup between Trump and Bannon, Mueller's subpoena of Bannon's testimony, and the apparent differences between Bannon's more ideological motives versus Trump's kleptocratic ones, to what extent will Bannon's testimony assist the special counsel, whether intentionally or not? So she's pretty much saying that, it could be all staged. This could be part of some elaborate plan, but will Bannon slip up and tell Mueller anything, intentionally or unintentionally?
It's like putting a salt to the wound. Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's ready to give it all.
I can see a lot of those salt dropping on the wound, and you don't put salt on the wound. And because it will be behind the door, he will open his mouth. He don't trust the Congress. Because
he knows some of them are bought.
Puppets of Trump.
Yeah.
Well,
your past reading said quarter of the government there is bought.
And then I said that Bannon would like to speak with Mueller. And the next day, I was surprised that he didn't want to answer any questions to the Congress, but
behind closed doors. So they reached some sort of agreement where it's like...
He wants to testify with the Mueller, but he doesn't want anyone to know exactly what he's saying. And he trusts Mueller that he will be keeping his mouth. But he will put the salt to the wound.
In relation to Trump's ties to Deutsche Bank, and Deutsche Bank's role in the $10 billion Russian money laundering scheme, some of that money paid for the government. John Sheets and Lindsay Blues asked, will Mueller subpoena Preet Bharara to pull his case file on Deutsche Bank? Preet was the prosecuting attorney.
We were talking about him.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, but he has to. He will just be able to pinpoint something, but he doesn't. He's not showing that he has any documents. I know that he said that I have seen him hiding the documents, but I don't know if he will be brave enough to bring those documents or whatever. But he will be pointing a lot of points, so who knows, maybe that will be the documents that he will be kind of pointing. But he will be cooperative with Mueller.
Well, Comey was his buddy, so... Baby Boomer 369 asks, is cryptocurrency the wave of the future, replacing banks?
I don't think so. I think the banks will be still existing. They will pick up they will make up their own kind of currency. Like they discovered that the cards were big thing. They will find something that will, because I saw the debit cards, so they will figure out something different.
What you're saying makes a lot of sense, because you know what, when I was writing this, I was thinking, well, of course, cryptocurrency is the way of the future. But, yeah, why wouldn't banks invent something else?
They will find something else, and it will be as easy to operate as those big coins.
Wow, we went through everything. That's it.
Okay, that was fast.
That was super
Thank
fast.
you so much for watching us. Please subscribe. Thank you for your comments. Sometimes it's overwhelming and it's taking a few days or sometimes more than a few days to answer them because there is so many, and please forgive. us or that we can't really answer right away. And he's going through the questions as well, through the comments to find the questions. So thank you, and please subscribe. Bye-bye.
If you would like to request a private Skype reading with Violetta, please email her at psychicvioletta@hotmail.com and discover what the future holds for you.